So some of you may remember I used to have a little red micro project. Sadly, when I moved to Ireland I couldn't bring it with me, so that one disappeared. And what I have now instead, which replaces it, is this Volvo, which is probably in the same or worse condition than my red micro. The cosmetics don't really bother me. I'm going to respray this. You can see the wing, lots of lacquer peeling going on here. This is all going to have to be rubbed back, and then there's some war wounds that we're going to have to contend with. Filler, primer, that sort of thing. I actually have a second Volvo that I think the bumper might fit from onto this, which has less damage. I'm not a fan of putting filler in flexible plastic because it's liable to pop out again. And I've got to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of this style of alloy. I think it looks a bit ugly. It's just these... Ugh, why? I don't know, man. I just find it kind of offensive looking. Like a universal wheel that isn't quite universal. You can see it's all faded and everything's looking a bit beat up. The other side is in somehow worse condition. More lacquer peel here on the wing mirror. Has nice electric wing mirrors, which is good, given its age. It is the wonderful estate, which is great. It did have a windscreen wiper on the rear, but it's completely broken. I'm actually not fussed about not having it. I mean, I'm so used to driving a van, I never use my interior mirror anyway. I just use left and right. I suppose it's nice to be able to see out the back in like storms when it's raining really badly, but I think I'll get on okay without that. And then this side here is the really bad side. Bumper's popped out. You can see there plenty of lacquer peel, and the icing on the cake is all of the rust on the door. And yet somehow, surprisingly, even though there's loads of rust here, the underneath of the car looks pretty good. So on the inside, it's actually quite nice. Seats on these have just so much adjustment, it's amazing. This is a manual 5-speed, has electric windows and mirrors, and that is basically it. That's all you get. You get a CD player if you've still got CDs. And that's all. So my ultimate plans for this car pretty much revolve around the back. I'm 6'2", and I can easily lie down in the back here. So I'd like to turn this into a little weekend camper. I need to make some kind of bed to go in the back here, and then just either side of the wheel arches, a few little storage areas for clothes and essentials and that sort of thing. And then whatever doesn't come inside with us will go onto the roof rack. And there is a great little feature with these cars for putting on roof racks. So I printed out a picture of the V40 and I've done my own little technical drawing on it. So it's pretty much the roof rack. I'm going to make a nest box like this, and then there's 3 fixing points. I'm going to put some threaded rod in and then hold it down with a nut. So that's 6 either side. So it should be capable of holding a fair amount of weight, although it will probably just hold some camping gear, the spare tyre and a jerry can, and I expect that's about it. Oh, and I'm going to raise the ride height as well by 40mm, just going to make some spaces to go on the struts. Again, I have another Volvo that has some brand new rear struts in it, so I might swap those over as well. And I've got a Jeep that's got a ball hitch that I'm hoping is going to fit this, and a side step from that. Just for the lols, really. It's a bit filthy at the moment, but there's that little threaded hole that I'm going to put some threaded rod in, and then that will give me a nice fixing point for my nuts to hold down my roof box when I build it. Might not be anytime soon, because first thing is first, I need to get this car resprayed, and that will probably be the first series of videos on this, is sorting out the bodywork. Oh yeah, and probably most importantly for some, it has a 1.9 litre turbo diesel engine in it.